1. Do you know what position your dog is sleeping in right now? Or maybe how they were sleeping an hour ago? Most of us look at a sleeping dog and simply think, "Oh, that's so cute." But behind that cuteness lies a whole world of a secret language you've never realized. The truth is, the exact way they curl up, stretch out, or press their body tightly against you is never random. It is a stream of information, a coded, wordless message. A dog's sleeping position is the most accurate reflection of how safe they feel, who they completely trust, and the deepest secrets inside their inner world that they will never be able to tell you out loud. After this video, we promise you will never look at your dog's sleeping posture the same way again. You will begin to read their psychology, emotions, and even their hidden stress or pure happiness with just a single glance. If you truly love and want to deeply understand your four-legged companion, hit that subscribe button right now. This is exactly where you belong. Now, let's start decoding the very first common position. 2. Let's start with the most common position that you've structurally seen hundreds of times, the donut. This is when your dog curls up tight, nose tucked toward the tail, with their paws neatly folded underneath. Most owners believe that when dogs sleep this way, they are simply cold and trying to conserve body heat. Sometimes that's true, but here is the mind-blowing truth most people don't know. The donut position isn't really about temperature. It is one of the oldest sleeping positions in evolutionary history. An ancient survival instinct from thousands of years ago that wild wolves still use today. When a dog curls into a ball, they are protecting their belly and vital organs, the most vulnerable parts of the body that their ancestors would never dare to leave exposed to predators. This reflex is ancient, instinctive, and fires automatically the moment their guard goes up, even just a fraction. But don't get it wrong. Many owners assume a curled-up dog is anxious or insecure. That's completely false. In the modern world, a dog choosing the donut position is self-contained, comfortable, and fiercely independent. They are perfectly happy on their own. Dogs that sleep this way regularly tend to be highly adaptable. They are totally fine whether you are home or not. That is not emotional distance. That is pure confidence. 3. Now, let's move on to a position that will definitely make you laugh. The crazy legs. This is when your dog lies flat on their back, legs pointed straight at the ceiling, looking absolutely ridiculous and goofy. While it looks silly, this might be the single most important sign of how your dog truly feels in your home. Think about it physically. The belly has no thick fur or heavy muscle to protect what's underneath. In the wild, an animal that rolls onto its back and leaves its stomach completely exposed to the open air has made a definitive statement. I have absolutely nothing to fear right now. A dog's brain will never allow this position unless it has genuinely concluded that the environment is completely safe. Not probably safe, but 100% safe. A dog sleeping on their back has switched off their threat monitoring entirely. They aren't watching. They aren't ready to jump up. They've assessed everything around them, and the answer came back perfectly clear. Dogs who sleep like this are highly confident, deeply settled, and incredibly comfortable in their lives. And here is a beautiful secret. When a dog shifts from always curling up to suddenly sleeping on their back, that change usually means something in their world just got better. Maybe the house got quieter, a stressor left, or your bond with them has just reached a whole new level of happiness. 4. Next up is a very familiar position, but one that holds incredible biological power: the side sleeper. When a dog lies flat on one side with their legs loosely extended, every single muscle in their body completely lets go. There is no protective curling and no tense muscles holding a ready position. It is just total, beautiful release. This matters deeply because this is the only position where real deep sleep can happen, specifically the REM stage. When you see your dog twitching, paddling their paws in the air, or making little whining sounds, they are officially dreaming. Their brain is actively replaying the day, processing emotions, and restoring their entire nervous system. And here is the catch. REM sleep is physically impossible unless the brain has fully stopped scanning for threats. It is a strict biological rule. If your dog rarely sleeps on their side, that is a warning sign you need to pay close attention to. It means they are not fully letting go of stress and fail to reach the deepest stages of rest. Over time, this lack of recovery will negatively impact their mood, energy, and daily behavior. On the other hand, dogs who regularly sleep on their sides are genuinely settled, happy, and living a deeply peaceful life, not just in the room, but in their entire world. 5. You've structurally burst out laughing seeing this one. Belly flat on the floor, front legs stretched forward, and back legs straight out behind. Welcome to the Superman position. This is incredibly common in puppies or high-energy dogs, usually happening right in the middle of a very active afternoon. But don't let that peaceful look fool you. This is not deep sleep at all. Biologically speaking, the Superman is actually a highly calculated, ready position. The body looks like it's resting, but the muscles haven't let go. A dog flat on their belly in this posture can be back on their feet and running in under a second. It reflects a hilarious psychological battle happening inside your dog's brain, a constant tug of war between being exhausted and desperately not wanting to miss out on any action. It's like saying, "I'll lie down, but I'm keeping my options open if something exciting happens." However, if your adult dog sleeps like this a lot and rarely drops into deeper positions, it's a serious message. They are likely understimulated and holding on to trapped energy. They need more walks, more playtime, and more mental engagement throughout the day. Once you give them enough physical and mental outlets, you'll finally see them surrender their guard and drop into true restorative sleep positions. 6. Have you ever wondered why your dog completely bypasses their expensive, comfy bed or the spacious sofa just to press their back tightly against your legs or rest their heavy head right on your lap? Most owners simply assume they are looking for a warm spot to snuggle up. However, the biological truth behind this behavior will absolutely melt your heart. The exact moment your dog's body touches yours, a magical chemical reaction occurs in their brain, instantly releasing oxytocin, the ultimate bonding hormone, identical to the sacred chemical that fires between a mother and her newborn baby. This powerful association forms in the very first days of life, when helpless puppies sleep piled together against their mother for survival and warmth. Now, that primal instinct has transferred completely to you. You are not just an incidental spot for your dog's rest. You are the exact reason that rest is even possible. Furthermore, a dog's nose is their most powerful organ. By actively resting their head on your feet or your lap, they are choosing your specific scent as a protective shield to surround them during the hours they are most vulnerable and exposed. It is a sign of ultimate devotion and loyalty. However, here is a crucial and serious warning. If your pup used to be a clingy sleeper, but has recently started moving away, choosing lonely, dark corners to sleep by themselves, do not ignore it. This sudden emotional distance is often the very first silent indicator of psychological distress, anxiety, or a fading emotional bond that you need to address immediately. If your fur baby is also a total Velcro dog, who always insists on resting their head on your feet or snuggling tight against you every single night, drop a number 1 in the comments right below. Let's see how many parents out there are lucky enough to receive a love so pure and sweet. 7. Picture this. Your dog jumps onto the bed, settles in for the night, but instead of snuggling up, they turn their back completely to you, pointing their nose straight toward the door or the wall. In that quiet moment, you might feel a tiny sting of rejection, thinking, "Wow, why are they ignoring me? Maybe they just don't care." But hold on, I want to tell you something that will completely flip your perspective. In dog language, turning their back to you is the most loving, noble, and deeply loyal thing their body knows how to do. Think about it from an evolutionary and survival standpoint. The back is an animal's ultimate blind side, the most exposed and vulnerable surface to an attack. When your dog chooses to face away from you, they are making an absolute statement of trust. I am so certain you won't hurt me from behind that I don't even need to watch this direction. They are leaving their most fatal blind spot completely open to you. Furthermore, this position isn't indifference, it is a noble mission. By facing toward the door or the room, your dog is actively standing guard for you. They are scanning the environment for any incoming threats, because they already know that their back, the side where you are, is perfectly safe and handled. They didn't turn away from you. They turned toward danger to protect you, pressing their back against the one person they trust with their life. 8. Finally, there is a very quiet sign that reveals the entire emotional world of your furry friend throughout the night. How often they shift positions. Have you ever noticed whether your dog sleeps completely still or constantly tosses and turns? If your dog frequently moves, resettles, and startles awake during the night, it's not just a random bad sleep. Psychologically, this is a sign of low-level anxiety, physical discomfort, or a lingering sense of alertness. Their brain has not yet fully approved the environment as safe enough to completely let go of its guard. On the flip side, if your dog settles into one single position and stays that way all night, it is a massive victory. Their brain has processed everything and concluded the surroundings are flawless and the people nearby are absolutely trusted. Our journey of decoding the sleep language with Canine Brain ends here today. Tonight, when your dog falls asleep, take a quick second to observe what position they chose, where they are, and who they chose to be near. They are whispering a story of trust straight to you. If this video completely changed how you look at your four-legged companion, please hit the like and subscribe button right now so you won't miss out on our upcoming fascinating secrets. Which position does your dog sleep in the most? Drop your answer in the comments below and share this video with other dog owners who need to hear it.